please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's log. Subdates 250829.piss. Do lolcows float? I only ask as we're passing a barren land and need good fertilizer for our new ocean tree life. Woof, indeed. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a very short stream from Amberlynn Reid's channel, if you hear balking I'm not sorry, titled I Will Not Let This Rumour Spin Its Own Narrative. It is resoundingly downvoted and is 3 minutes long. Who goes live for 3 minutes? Amber? She's developed a bit of a reputation during this lucrative livestream era, where she doesn't really end streams properly, she rage quits them. In fact, the vast majority of her live streams have involved her rage quitting or trying to get the last word in on her own show where she should be able to, if she can string a thought together, to then rage quit. Because right near the start of her stream she gets mostly support, and then the haters turn up and give her what for. I find this to be quite amusing personally, but I understand why it's happening. You see, her aunt yet again went on Geordie's channel. Whether you support or don't support the aunt, I'm not interested really. I just like watching the chaos unfold, because the chaos is, quite frankly, scrumptious. Again, if you hear balking, I'm not sorry. They're having fun and I'm okay with it. So let's dive right in and see what's caused this narrative and rumour spin that needed a 3-minute live stream. I'm going to re-ask the obvious question here. Who goes live for 3.5 minutes and doesn't even start the stream with any kind of conversation? Just an FYI, this goes on for over a minute. Silence for a minute of a 3.5 minute stream. This should have been, at best, a TikTok, an Instagram reel, hell, a YouTube short if you can get the length on it. A live stream seems redundant. It really does. Especially when you, the livestream era lucrative queen, the dainty one no less, with the dainty bush and the PTSD, which doesn't stand for post-traumatic, it stands for put the spaghetti down, could collect your sources, all the information, structure a show in fact, have an intro play so your audience can turn up. Once the audience has turned up, say hello to everyone, talk to your audience for a bit, and then, you know, I'm telling people how to do a live show and they do better than I do, and I put effort in? I don't know why I bother these days. Here's some more dead air though, because I want to milk it. The fact she's willing to commit to this for as long as she is in silence, as if she's building up her audience to all turn up, many of whom actually do arrive in her chat and say, oh god, what now? Because people are confused as to why she would stream so late or so early in the morning. Then again, it makes some sense, since she doesn't wake up usually until 3 PM. What with her aunt going on Geordie's, which we earlier mentioned, the fact that yet again rumours are going around concerning Casey, Amber is in a bit of an odd position. Now going live, the live stream era as it were, she doesn't handle pressure so well. It's not in her nature to be able to handle that upfront, tackling issues or trying to work out which lie to use, because she knows she'll be highlighted when it's contradicted within moments. I'm going to skip to the part where she starts talking, but do understand it's 1:20 before she actually says anything.
So, I want to make something extremely clear to everyone out there. I have been
Super morbidly obese the majority of your life, lied to your audience on a regular basis, swindled them not like Chantel but close to on a regular basis, betrayed your members at every opportunity, lied about every relationship you've ever been in. You don't live on a 3rd floor, 4th floor, 5th floor flat, but you live in a somewhat assisted living type moment deal on a ground floor, because disabilities, yo. Your aunt was right about everything, you're greedy, you don't have PTSD, you don't have BPD, you have MPD, although megalomania sounds much more interesting, and all the issues you brought upon yourself are your fault, yet you'll gaslight your audience into thinking they did it. Oh wait, I jumped the gun. Sorry, guys.
I have been fingered sexually by 4 people in my life. Destiny, Becky, Feline, and Emily.
I don't know why we had to be told that, but I know that many had speculated who's on top, who's underneath, who's the receiver, who's the giver for a while, and I'm not one of those people, so may I just say on behalf of the majority of the people on the internet, ew. I don't need to know what hand has been near you in that region of your body, or if the person was successful in finding it considering all the folds involved. The fact you've even started a live stream and opened with that level of conversation tells me you've yet again proven my point that you obsessively watch your haters, religiously consume from the haters, and take their speculation on board because you're starting to get really bothered by the fact they're prying into your sex life.
I was never touched in that way by Casey. I want to make that very clear.
Over on Twitter, and correctly pointed out by Sinatra, Amberlynn Reid went live for 2 minutes to say Casey never even touched her after saying like a week ago that he graped her. After saying she used the wrong word, after saying he graped her, which lie is it today? This is 100% correct. You spun a narrative only a few streams ago. We covered it on this channel. So which lie is it, Amber?
So people wanting to talk about the phobic this, phobic that ain't me. And that'll never be me. That is one title you will never put on my name.
I don't think you understand how the internet works. The internet can put whatever it wants onto you, and for as long as you try and deny them their right to speak freely, and assert, to postulate, theorize, it will always be a thing. Amber, you are many disgusting things. Phobic is definitely on that list somewhere. I just haven't decided which ones I want to use on you. Mostly for the bants. I'm gonna go with, for certain, you're a washclothophile. Yeah, how's that? Are you feeling particularly washclothophilic today? If I took all the silence from your live stream with all the pauses in between, even when you're talking, it would make up just over 50%. I counted it. You're welcome.
If I can't make a joke, neither can you.
The big difference between what you consider a joke to be is that no one can tell when you're making the joke because nothing in your face changes to imply any level of joy. It's not a joke if you're the only person that finds it funny. It's not a joke if only you knew it was a joke. As Sinatra pointed out, it wasn't that long ago that you said Casey had graped you. I remember covering that in my Content Constables, and you refused to engage with it back then. You refused. But it is the one time where you're willing to commit and truly say, over and over again, nah, I didn't do it, guys.
Literally, like, people want to genuinely twist everything into something that it's not.
You make it very difficult for people not to do what you claim is twisting it, especially when a lot of your past has been brought to the present by family, for reasons I don't care about, by ex-girlfriends, for reasons I mostly do care about, because it painted one hell of a picture. It was easier to infer with the evidence aligning and creating a picture you don't want us to see, like the Cookie Crumble video. Skanklin Reid strikes again, guys. Except this is now Denial Lynn during the lucrative livestream era. Well, we'll get to that in a moment.
And it's getting very, like, it's just getting exhausting at this point.
Well, you know what might help, Amber? As a piece of advice from creator to creator, one dying channel to another. Yes, I know. If you start telling the truth from the offset, you have a better chance of rebuilding your reputation that has been in the mud for close to a decade. Being honest with yourself is one thing, but being honest to over 200,000 people that are subscribed to your channel would be great for your mental health. The land of delusion you continue to live within will only lead you to, additionally, further promote your life to an early grave. I don't want that for you, I want you to be better. But since your lies have been exposed far too often, you're unwilling to admit any of it, you're only going to continue to rush yourself.
People are trying so hard to paint me as someone that I'm not.
I can promise you, hand on one of my hearts, no one is trying to paint you as honest, truthful, decent, good human. So thankfully, you don't have to worry about that, because the only paintbrush we're using is the one that says liar. It's quite a thick brush.
And I just needed to make it very clear, okay? Let me say it one more time for the people in the back who didn't hear me the first time. It has only been by 4 people. Destiny, Beck, Feline, and Emily, okay? That is it.
You went live for 3.5 minutes to tell us whose hands have found the correct fold, who have found the party central, who have gone to town on you with their hand. Right. You know that thing where you invariably end up rage quitting things because oversharing is triggering for you? It's why you quit every weight loss journey, every diet, every cycle is renewed after you rage quit something because you've shared too much, right? And it's too problematic for your PTSD. Yes, put the spaghetti down. When it was CPTSD, it was child, put the spaghetti down. This is one of those times where it seems to be applicable. Perhaps you should consider doing it because we're all triggered now. Jazz hands, everyone. Jazz hands.
That is it. I was 24 when it happened for the first time. And that was with Destiny. Okay?
I'm a little curious with how things are playing out right now. How compromised are you that you go live for 3.5 minutes to tell us you've been touched by hands of which need to be removed from this mortal coil, only the hands just to be clear, to save them from further infection and or embarrassment. Second hand, undoubtedly, pun intended. To brag about this with 4 people, congratulations by the way, to dispel rumours, because the internet, yet you didn't go live and address anything else really, because you were above it. But when it came to intimacy, oh boy did you have to, and you've already in this stream contradicted previous streams, because you poisoned the well for yourself.
That is why when people always ask me, who took your V card? I always say Destiny. Because we kind of made a joke about it. For lesbians, it's kind of hard to say. Like, when does that actually happen? I think intercourse. And the first time was when I was 24.
This feels like the territory of Chris Chan and the prostitute. It really does. It's a weird flex. It's an odd comment. And I'm pretty sure it's been contradicted multiple times in the past. But you know what? Rewrite your history how you choose to, boo. We're here just to enjoy it because it tickles us to no end. I have often said I believed you'd go full-time live streamer if it was lucrative, and it has been lucrative. I don't think your run as a live stream will be long though, because while lucrative, you can't keep the facade up for long enough, which is why you rely on really crap non-tent, what I eat in a day videos, the, what do they call those, the Lin to view, is that it? Yeah. I'd rather dip my balls in a beaker of acid, and I don't mean hydrochloric, I mean literal acid, so I can trip balls for a change.
So let's just make that very clear, all right? So that is all I wanted to say. Fiona, thank you for the super chat. Love you. Bye, guys.
Anyone want to place money as a bet that the only reason she did this was because she was waiting for a DoorDash to arrive and didn't have anything else to do because she has no actual hobbies or social life? Now, not long after this, Amber went live again, this time for 21 minutes. It was just over an hour ago when the live stream went up, yeah, titled I'm Leaving. About 1 minute 20 into the stream, she does the very thing I had alluded to while recording. She quit social media for a while because it's getting a bit too hecticana for her, right? Too triggering, too problematic, and I'll play a clip of that right now.
So I'm just waiting for more people to come in here. I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm going to be taking a break from social media, and I know I usually don't give you guys that like update type deal, and I was like debating back and forth, like, do I say something, do I not? And people get upset when I don't say something, and there's always like rumors that I'm not allowed to post on YouTube for 2 weeks because I got striked or whatever. Like, that's never happened. It's never happened. Anytime I've disappeared is my choosing. But this stuff with my aunt, like, is so crazy.
It's interesting that you went on live, you raged about your aunt multiple times. The fact she brought more to the table, more receipts, more arguments, more insults. I know they're petty. The aunt should know better. As a viewer, I don't care what you say or how you say it. I care you've got proof. Amber, though, is always of the opinion, I can't speak my truth, guys. My truth. Prove your truth, and there may be some merit to it. Prove your BPD diagnosis first.
So yeah, just this like whole thing with my aunt, like, is insane. It's like, she can speak her truth, but then the minute I speak mine, she's like, see you in court. And I'm like, I'm unwell. I'm genuinely unwell.
No one cares if you're unwell, because as you're getting older, you are monetizing and taking advantage of the fact you keep having to go to hospital or to the vets. For yourself, just to be clear. No one cares because you take advantage of your own health to monetize and dramatize, to milk for that revenue. The issue is the accusations your aunt levied at you, your mother, and your grandmother. You couldn't debunk a single one of them. You just latch onto my truth. Oh, and when that doesn't work, guys, I'm not well. Wah. So yes, Amber's livestream era has come to an abrupt end at time of recording, but it's equally possible she'll be back at the start of next month, because the month is basically over, for her anyway. There's no more money to be made in this month, for her, and boy has she made a lot. Now, she had correctly pointed out, when it comes to Super Chats, when it comes to ad rev, she has to pay 30% from Super Chats to YouTube, and then 30% additionally to the tax man. State tax and all that kind of stuff is a different issue, but I don't believe it's as much of a problem. Either way, she gets about 40%. Now, I worked out based on her views, and what I know CPM is at the moment, she has made at least $10,000 this month after tax. Amber, if you want to try and debunk that, go right ahead. You know I'm right, because I know how much I've made this month, and from your viewership alone, it's at least 10,000, potentially 15 to 17,000. It's been a good one. Enough for you to take a lengthier break, if that's the kind of girl you want to pretend to be. Maybe go to Wisconsin for an electric boogaloo, am I right, guys? If Wasabi or Twinkie Star go missing, this is why. Now, as we're at the end of this video topic, I'd love to know what you all think. Of course I would. Please do let me know in the comments down below. Drive up that engagement, smash the like, and all that good stuff. Yes, it helps the dying channel. Huzzah, we succeeded. Thank you for listening, guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!